Please do not listen to this track if you're driving a car or doing any activity where you need to concentrate. Just make yourself comfortable. Close your eyes as soon as you wish. And now that you're resting comfortably, with your eyes closed softly, I would like you to concentrate on your breathing, with that gentle rise and fall of your breath. And just take a few moments for yourself, resting comfortably there, and you may find that you won't remember everything I say, and that's okay. You'll still have awareness. It's not the same as sleep. It's like daydreaming, because when we relax, we are in control. When we relax, we can see things clearly, and when we relax, we can do whatever we set our mind to do. So just relax, switch off from the outside world, listen to the sound of my voice, and let go. Now, I'd like you to focus on the top of your head, knowing that tension often starts in the little muscles of the scalp. So I want you to focus on those little muscles just for a moment, and the skin of your scalp, and just allow them to let go and relax. And now all the muscles of your face, just let them go slack. Your forehead, your eyes and eyelids, the cheeks, mouth and jaw muscles. It's a wonderful feeling when you let your face totally relax, because you can actually feel the skin settling and smoothing out. And it might mean that your mouth opens slightly. But whatever's best for you, just let it happen, unclenching your teeth and relaxing your tongue. Because the more that you physically relax, the more you can mentally relax. Thinking about your neck and shoulder muscles now, and into the tops of your arms, letting all tensions drain away as you think on down, through your elbows, into your forearms, down through the wrists and into your hands, right the way down into the very tips of your fingers and the tips of your thumbs. Just letting all those muscles relax and let go. And now think about your breathing, noticing that you're breathing even more steadily and even more slowly. As you relax more and more, so you can let any tension in your chest area simply drain away as you think on down to your stomach muscles, letting those muscles relax too. Think down into your back now, the long muscles either side of your spine. Just let those muscles relax, and your waist and your main thigh muscles as you think on down through your knees, down through the shins and calves, just allowing all those areas to relax and let go as you think on down through your ankles, down into your feet and into the very tips of your toes, all the muscles of your body, beautifully relaxed and easy. In a moment, I'm going to ask you to imagine certain things, but it doesn't matter if you can't imagine all the things that I'm asking you to do. You might even find that your mind wanders off quite a bit, so that my voice just fades into the background. But that doesn't matter either. Your unconscious is always listening, and the sound of my voice is going to continue to relax you. And it really doesn't matter if you don't hear every word that I say, because very soon you are going to feel as deeply relaxed as you can ever remember. With each breath that you exhale, calmness will become more and more stronger, spreading all the way from the top of your head down to the very tips of your toes, immersing yourself in an ocean of calmness. You imagine breathing in a soft, white, healing light, and breathing out anything that your mind and body doesn't want or doesn't need. And you don't have to think about what those things might be, because your mind and body will know exactly what needs to be let go of, so you can just relax. Now, I'd like you to imagine that you're standing on the very top of a green hill on a tropical island, and you can feel the warmth of the sun on your head and shoulders. And you can see the long grasses around you, moving gently in the breeze. And you look down the hill, and you can see a narrow, winding path that disappears into a small forest. And beyond the forest, you can see the ocean, with the sunlight from the clearest of blue skies glancing off the tops of the waves in the bay, and the whole ocean seems to shimmer and sparkle. And you begin to move lazily and easily down the path, with the ferns and grasses just brushing gently against your legs as you pass. And you can just catch the faint smell of the salt from the sea on the breeze. And you become aware of the distant sound of the ocean lapping against the shore. Maybe you can hear some seabirds calling from a long way off. And you marvel at the deep sense of calmness and tranquility that sweeps over you as you move down the hill, further down towards the forest, moving easily, so effortlessly through the trees, their leaves closing overhead to form a canopy, their branches making an irregular pattern against the clear blue sky. It's pleasantly cool in the forest, and the echoing sound of birds singing, echoing faintly, and the scent of the trees and the undergrowth relaxes and comforts you as you move easily into the inviting depths, becoming lazier and lazier with each step that you take. And you can hear a stream somewhere nearby, its gurgling sound gently mingling with the sound of the ocean as you follow the winding path down and down, further towards the beach that you know is in front of you, weaving through the trees and brushing aside the occasional piece of foliage, until quite suddenly you feel the warmth of the sun on your head and shoulders again, and you find yourself on the beautiful, deserted beach, a beautiful golden shoreline sweeping away in a gentle curve in front of you to the distant point where the trees seem to come right down to the very shoreline, so that their branches actually seem to overhang the ocean itself. And you can feel the sand warm beneath your toes as you stroll lazily along the broad beach to the water's edge. The sand becomes a darker golden color, and when you get there, you enjoy the change in the moist, firm coolness beneath your feet as you wander along the shore, leaving a lazy trail of footprints in the sand behind you. Every so often, a larger than usual wave sends water foaming around your feet. And as they recede, you notice how the sand is washed away from the tiny pebbles that are glinting like jewels on the sand. The smell of the ocean, the sunlight on the waves, and the sound of the water hissing over the sand as it retreats back to the sea. All these things seem to create a sense of timelessness, and then you start to make your way over towards the dunes, and you find yourself a nice comfortable position in a grassy hollow maybe, and just sit and gaze out across the rolling depths to the horizon, trickling warm golden sand throughout your fingertips. There's a faint haze which makes it difficult for you to see exactly where the sky stops and the ocean starts. And as you try to fathom it, you see a small white cloud appearing on the horizon from somewhere out at sea. It comes towards the island quite quickly, growing larger as it approaches, until it is immediately overhead. The largest, fluffiest, whitest cloud that you could ever imagine. And you somehow know, just by instinct, that you can let all of your worries, all of your cares and fears, just drift up towards this white cloud. You can actually see them drifting away in a long, slow spiral, maybe like smoke from a bonfire, just spiraling away, leaving your body and making their way towards the large white cloud. The cloud absorbs all of your worries and fears into itself, all of your anxieties, and as it absorbs all of these fears and anxieties, it's becoming larger, larger and larger. And as the very last part of that spiral of your worries and cares disappears into it, the sun suddenly bursts through, dispelling every one of your worries, every one of your fears and negative thoughts to the edges of the universe, leaving you totally relaxed and perfectly at ease with yourself. Just noticing that cloud evaporating, and all of your worries and fears have all evaporated with it, and you can just settle yourself down into a comfortable position and just drift off into a nice relaxing sleep. And while you're asleep, you're walking along a long corridor. Stretching away in front of you is a long, gentle curve, so long that you can't actually see the end of it. But you know that this corridor is in the very depths of your subconscious mind, in the part of your mind that knows just what to do and just how to do it. And as you're beginning to move along this beautiful corridor, becoming even more relaxed and even more lazy, you realize that time and space are beginning to lose their meaning, and slowly the walls of the corridor seem to dissolve, leaving you in a large room. The room is full of gentle golden light that relaxes you still further, and you suddenly realize, with a surge of joy and anticipation, that what once seemed to you to be the limits of your personality and of your skills and abilities are nothing more than stepping stones to a greater success. And now your mind is prepared and receptive to everything I'm going to say to you. Everything I say will be accepted and acted upon by your subconscious, and it will have a steadily increasing effect upon the way that you think, the way that you feel, and the way that you behave over the coming days, weeks, and months. You will slowly begin to realize and accept that when things don't go well, these are just lessons for you to learn from, and you'll find it easier to accept it when things don't always go the way that you wish them to go. You'll move forward far quicker with a calm mind and a quiet strength. You're already letting go of old habits that have been holding you back, and the new neural pathways in your brain are becoming brighter and stronger every day. You're beginning to feel more positive and more focused, and when you decide to take a step forward, you can take that step knowing that your subconscious mind is supporting you with all the inner resources that you need. A new feeling is beginning to rise up from within you, a feeling of love and acceptance. You appreciate yourself and you love yourself more every day. And you can move forward now, feeling confident and positive about the future that you're building for yourself. You have a lot to look forward to. So just take a few moments to imagine all the wonderful things that are possible for you now, knowing that you can achieve whatever you set your mind to. Just follow your heart.